need a haircut. The final day, you guys. This is it. Today's the day we reach SuperNova. It's been a long year. We started this goal in April. And we are 743 VPPs away, which is a full day. We have a full day of grinding. This is not over. This is not a victory lap. We have some work to do, but I'm looking forward to it. And yeah, so we're going to jump into it. We may actually play some cash. But first, let's start with tournaments. Playing the Super Tuesday starting in an hour, a 1K buy-in, you know, the usual stuff. So thank you guys so much for hanging out, and let's do it. Your 3-bet here, it's 350. Chris Moneymaker, man, of course, Chris Moneymaker, of course. He's gonna be in Prague, by the way. I'm looking forward to hanging out with him there if he's open to it. AP80, Jamie's demographic isn't a geo-located, is you load of lovely people. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. All right. Well, can we hold? I'm not even looking yet. I don't know. Nope. Dang it, we lose all 3 ways. But we did it with style, so it's fine. All right, let's go up to the 9-9. We see a full raise and a full call on the button. I think the squeeze is in order here. It's a bit of an awkward spot for sure. Like when we get 4-bet, our hand plays really poorly, but we can't not raise because we're afraid of a 4-bet. We need to raise because this is going to be the most profitable line. There's a caller in the middle who's playing a really wide range of hands, and our 9s is ahead of this range and ahead of this range. So I think squeezing is best. This is the worst case scenario for us in that we have an overpair on this kind of a board. We're going to bet here. I think 840 is good, and sort of decide based on what these opponents do as to whether we can continue or not. We're still crushed by overpairs from Bluff Tom, but I do think we should bet, and I think we should check the turn now. The thing is, I don't think they're going to be turning hands into bluffs here, so I don't think they're going to have like Queen Jack in this spot, and then all of a sudden just like shove on the turn. So what exactly are we ahead of in this spot? Bluffs and like Ace-8. There's just not very many Ace-8s. They probably fold pre-flop. So I think we can check fold the turn. But I still like our line in the hand. It is unfortunate picking up a gutter too. I mean, it's not very fun, but I think we have to give them credit for having a pretty strong hand here. If they bluffed us, I mean, impressive. But I don't think there's enough bluffs, so we'll fold. 5s. We're all in with our 5 big blinds against the end of the gun open. Don't love it, but we have 5 big blinds. We need to run up some stacks. Pair with all this added value in the pot is going to be one of them. Fives against A7. We have a flip here for 14K. They flop a pretty good flop. If we can dodge it, we will remain in the tournament, and we do. 14.4. Still alive. Going strong. Let's keep it rolling. Let's go down to the... Open the jacks, get shoved on here. This one is not as hard as the last one. I think a pretty easy call for us. Unfortunately, we run into the queen-queen, but we can hit an ace or a 9 and not pair the board. Well, it's almost like that was a script, wasn't it? I knew exactly what was going to happen. So we're going to open the ace-king suited under the gun. Open, gets 3-bet from Sonny Dunner. Pretty easy 4-bet here for us. And that was, I don't know why I got so dry voiced there either. I feel very hoarse. I have a hoarse voice right now. Wow, okay. Well, now what? We don't have any time bank. 31% 3-bet over 48 hands is crazy. I think we still go with our hand. It's 14% 3-bet as well. This is a small sample. This one's a little bit larger, but I don't think we can fold here with ace-king suited. Against jacks, okay, we have a big flip for 344K. This is a huge equity pot. Hey, let's go, ace on the river, the dream. Let's go, you guys. Can we take down the big 22? It's possible. Let's go to the 10-9 suited here. Do we want to open this? I think we can. Yeah, there is a couple of reshove stacks we'd fold to. This one and this one. And this one, I guess, technically could as well for 23 big blinds. But we are just like 5 players behind us, 6-handed. 10-9 suited flops really well. I think it's fine to open. And we get a 3-bet to 2,300 out of the small blind here from this player. in Costa Rica. Can we fold for that? No, I don't think so. Hand flops really well, 10-9 suited, 1460 to win 4K, so we're going to call and have to make some difficult decisions on flops, but I think this is the correct decision to make. And this is a very interesting flop in that we flop a gut shot, which is good, you know, like it's a good hand to flop on an ace-high flop, so do we want to float? So, I mean, our float is really successful against, like, kings, queens, jacks, and 10s, right? They bet 1,700. I think we are going to call here. And we may decide to bluff later in the hand, unless, of course, we hit a 7. And then it's just like we have the nuts, and there's no worries. And they bet 2,900 on the turn. Again, I think we're going to call here. And the river is a 4. And they shove, and we call, and we win. It's the ace-queen. Good stuff. That's a big hand, you guys. That's a big one. We have an open 3-bet from this opponent who's 3-betting a ton, so this doesn't worry me at all. And then we see a 4-bet out of the small blind. I think this is a hand we go with here in the big 22. Just given the history with this opponent, like they're so aggressive, I think we're doing fine. Ace-king. Snap fold, and we're ace-king against 10s for a huge pot. That's a king on the flop. Do we hold, Dottie? We do. Let's go, you guys. 700K. 700K in the big 22. We're in a great position right now. Let's go over here quickly. Raise up the aces. And Elf Kicker 3-bets to 47.65. They're 3-betting a lot of hands here. So the question is, do we want to go all in or flat? And I think go all in. I don't think they can expect us to raise fold to them based on our history. So I'm just going to shove pre. There's an argument to slow play, but I don't think Elf is on that level. I expect us to get called here, but it looks like we may not. Which would make me sad, obviously. Against jacks. Heyo. Do we hold for 32-2? We do, you guys. Let's go. 32,200 in the 1K. That's the dream. Let's keep it rolling. And we pick up 9s. Now, I think getting in 9s for 90 big blind or for 41 big blinds is a mistake. So we're going to call here in position. I think it plays fine. We have the opportunity of a squeeze in the big blind potentially, which would be very profitable for us. I think flatting is the best for this. And we go 4 ways to flop, and we flop a gut shot on a jack 10-7. My gutter. Checks to us. I don't see any reason to bet here. We're just going to check, take the free card. See 6. Okay. Not much has changed. Relaxing bets, we fold. If Rafa bets, I still think we may have to fold here if Rafa bets. I don't think we can call anyone's bets with our 9s. It checks to us on the turn, though. I think now we're going to bet our hand. And we're not going to bet very big at all here. 48K is good. If people like check raise, that's, I mean, well done. For sure. We'll give them credit. But I think most of the time we're just going to see, like, calls here from, like, a 7 or a 6 or 5s or 4s or 3s or, like, an ace-king or an ace-queen. Or we're going to see a folds, which is, like, really good with our actual hand. Your money, my king-queen is the most likely, by the way, to have a 10 here because they're out of position to everyone. So they're the most likely to have a 10 in this spot. And we make a straight. Straights are good. Now we block them having straights as well. So I don't think we want to bet that big here. I think we want to bet like 92,000. Leave them room to potentially bluff if they want to. Shows a queen and folds. Queen of hearts. Oh my goodness, final table, you guys. I had no idea. We're already there? Alright. The Lemon Lion. You guys know what to do. Do it with me at home. Could be a better hair day. That's alright. Let's go, you guys. 4 of 9 at the Big 22 final table. The dream is alive. Let's go. Let's go, you guys. Folds around to Goral, who shoves on the button, and this is kind of a not very fun spot for us because of the ICM of everyone else at the table. But the problem is I don't think it puts us in a bad enough spot where we have to fold, because if we lose, we still have 500k and we're okay. So I do think that we're going to take this against Goral. We don't love it, but I think we have to. So I'm going to reshove, by the way. We can't call and fold, so I'm going to reshove with the 7s. And we have a tank from Goddess, which is not really what we want to see. If we get called by Goddess, it's a pretty big disaster. Being 3 of 9. Ugh, yeah, it's a pretty good argument for not doing this. 7s against Queen 10. We do have a flip. Can we hold against Goral? No, we can't. That is a 10 on the turn, unfortunately. We lose the flip. Nexus, thanks, man. Buying a PokerStaples t-shirt, $40. Subbing for a year, $60. Watching him ship the Tuesday, 1K, and become SuperNova, priceless. Congrats on the accomplishment and your goal, my friend. Glad we all got to share the ride. Thank you, Nexus. I appreciate it, man. We have 7s, Nexus. Come on, 7s. Let's go. This is going to be the one. We are all in on the button. Can we take it down? 8 of 8. We wouldn't mind a double. We get a call from Goddess. Is this our time? And we get an overcall. And it doesn't seem like it's our time. Seven in the river? Okay. Well, we get 8th place, you guys, for $735. I don't see very many scenarios for us folding this. Their opponent opens up to 6,300. I think this is going to be a shove. I do think they fold sometimes or a reshove, and when they don't, we still have really good equity with 6s. Let's get the Vamos out in Chad. Come on. We're all in. Have ace-king and have ace-king. Reshove, call. That's what we want. Get a call here. Fold. Kings. We need a 6 or a 9 or a 4. 9 or a 4. GG, you guys. We cashed for $31.57 in the Super Tuesday. But there's a consolation prize. Congrats from the PokerStars VIP Club. You've reached 100,000 yearly VPPs. Claim your stellar reward in the store. Thank you guys so much for the support. I really do appreciate it. I will be back on the 17th or 18th or something like that. Follow me on YouTube, please. Please, exclamation mark YouTube in the chat. Follow me there. I'll be putting a bunch of stuff out. I'm not going away. I mean, it feels sad. I have not spent 2 weeks away from Twitch in like a long time. But I'll miss you guys, and we'll be back, okay? Just a quick break. But until then, that's it for me. So see you guys later.